2 years ago today, with Muammar Gaddafi dead and Tripoli and most of Libya firmly in rebel hands, the National Transitional Council declared Libya liberated. But that liberation came with a price. The last 2 years have been a chaotic ride for the nation, filled with violent clashes, assassinations, parliamentary dysfunction, and most recently, the brief kidnapping of the Prime Minister. The United States, which along with NATO was instrumental in enforcing a no-fly zone and bombing campaign that led to the ouster of Gaddafi, has paid a heavy price as well. In September of last year, terrorists attacked the U.S. consulate in Benghazi, killing Ambassador Chris Stevens and 3 other Americans. So, 2 years into its democratic experiment, there are serious questions about Libya's future. Amnesty International released a report this week about the plight of tens of thousands of Libyans who've been displaced and victimized by roaming militias seeking retribution for Gaddafi-era crimes. The Libyan government, which is dealing with fresh accusations of corruption, has failed to rein in these militias across the country, which are comprised of more than 225,000 Libyans. And many of these militias run entire resource-rich cities in Libya, declaring themselves independent of the national government. Tensions were strained further after U.S. Special Forces abducted an al-Qaeda suspect from the streets of Libya 2 weeks ago, and militants accused the Libyan government of being complicit with the United States. Fueling the ongoing unrest in Libya are lots and lots of weapons. Enormous stockpiles of weapons from Gaddafi's 40-year rule have flooded into the streets, not just strengthening the hands of militias within Libya, but also across the border, helping rebels in Mali and Syria. So it remains to be seen if post-Gaddafi Libya can succeed, and if the NATO operation to depose Gaddafi may have created more harm than good. But given the unrest taking place in other nations also swept up into the Arab Spring, like Egypt, which is under military rule, and Syria, which is in a civil war, Libya's problems are not unique to the region. In Washington, Sam Sachs, RT.